Hey folks, welcome in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, the free-to-play. Today's the 25th of April. Thanks for being here. Still haven't seen a whole lot of stuff on the game. This game, seeing Newt do more and more Respect Force content, which is not surprising at all because, you know, didn't mean to do that work because we're on saving mode, so I just totally forgot. It's like, oh, don't do that because we're on saving mode, so we're not spending anymore. So my bad for that, but we are in saving mode. And if that means we don't get Kilron, that means we don't get any pieces of Kilron, which is something you gotta do when you're saving crystals and you're trying to level characters up. But we had quite a long run there where we were spending down from 4,000. Wish we could have maintained it, but it just couldn't sustain. Unfortunate, but necessary. So the routing of characters is going to slow down dramatically. If you're playing at home, just know that. I'm still going to do what I can, where I can, but unless it appears in the shop, it's probably going to take a long time to get what we need to get what we need to be able to get in order to be able to bring up characters. So like I said, if you're just maybe you saw the monthly series is gonna slow down a little bit because we just don't have because we're just in super saver mode. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, because May 4th is right around the Permanent do double drops. They always do. I want to be able to take advantage of that as much as I can. And some of you at home are probably saying, "Hey, if that's the case, why didn't you do this 2 months or a few weeks ago, basically?" And I would say to you, have you listened to what I've been saying about how life is right now with the 5 and the 6-year-old, and he's gonna be 6 somewhere. The 5 and the 6-year-old, and the foster baby, and the former foster child, and then my wife was she was like, "I can't believe we forgot I can't believe I forgot the boy's birthday. She just doesn't have a cake for him." And she's like, "I don't know why I forget." And I'm like, "I do." And I wanted to say what I wanted to say would have hurt her, just ripped her apart, but so I didn't. So I just sort of sidestepped that and came up with another reason that she forgot. And she's like, "Yeah, you're probably right." Because our daughter's birthday is, she has to be intentional about who she invites. And also, our daughter's birthday is on a certain green holiday. And whereas our son's birthday could potentially be on Easter, given any given year, it also could be on the NFL draft a year. And it's just, but what it basically boils down to is he's my favorite. He's not necessarily her favorite. And the girl is her favorite, and she's not necessarily my favorite. And if we weren't in the place where we are this year, I think it would have been much easier to deal with that. And I'm anticipating us not being here where we are next year. But just because I'm anticipating it doesn't mean it's not going to be true, because, in a year they're going to be at a different school. In a year, who knows how our lives are going to be. And it's just, you can't foresee factors that you just haven't experienced yet. So there's that. All right. This is you don't have to say it. I mean, I'm thinking it, so you can figure out what I'm thinking. I don't know who I feel like do we have the Phoenix available? I don't think so. I think we have them on defense. We don't have the Qui-Gon Omicron. So I guess we just kind of don't really have a choice but to put this out here and see what happens. I'm not optimistic that this is going to work, but there's no Zetas on our team. There's no Zetas on their team. We have Zetas across the board. So we get a good chance. I mean, Ray just hit us in the face. I think this is a dub. Yeah. Okay. Take it. That's fine. We'll take that. At least we get some point production. Not too bad. Fortunately, because we don't have the stuff lying around like we normally do, that's basically it. We're just on to the next day. Not a whole lot to talk about, as I keep saying, because it's basically, if you're going after the troopers, then that's one thing. If you're not, then there's not a whole lot to talk about, because it's what it is. Anyway, as I've been saying before, having a lot of fun in DC Dark Legion. If you've seen the commercials, if you've been on wherever and you've seen the commercial for DC Dark Legion, just ignore them. Go watch Unstable Gamer or Quantum, or basically anybody. I don't recommend for Kage, because you know how when you're playing a game and you're like, hey, there's this guy who just seems to come out of nowhere, and you just instantly know that he is not the best. That's kind of how I feel about this guy. So just avoid him. Plenty of other great DC Dark Legion creators. I recommend Unstable Gamer. He's my favorite. And maybe I'll get into it at some point. Let me know if you're interested in that at all. If you're interested in me doing DC Dark Legion content, we can try it, see what happens. Of course, it won't be on this channel. I'll have to direct you to my other channel. We'll check it out together. Anyway, let me know what you think. As always, God bless. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hold the line, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.